everybody. We are ready. So if you give me one moment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust levels a little bit because I listened to a recording of Tuesday's stream and I was very quiet during it. So I am not sure what exactly happened, but I am going to adjust the levels to make sure that I am not being drowned out by the audio from the game. Excuse me. All right. So, when last we met, we solved the mystery of who Bloody Mary was. But now, what are we going to discover? Episode 3, Stairway to Limbo. Did you see that site? Weird cards and a countdown? Yeah, I heard that Devastation and Judgment thing. A cult fans planning something crazy? They were behind the bomb attack on the chief cabinet secretary. And they have a countdown? Must be till their next attack? Tons of bombs going off when it reaches 0, lol. What were they called again? Same Zimmerers? Yes, Zimmers. I could picture them doing this. They'll erase you if you keep saying that, XD. Huh? You must be imagining things. Breaking news. A terrorist bomb attack took place yesterday by unknown parties, killing 3. The security police urge caution when approaching unattended items in public spaces. Next, updates on the missing persons. I see. So, the countdown may be a statement of intent. I'm scared. What's going to happen when it reaches 0? And why are they even doing this? The countdown page shows the Devastation and Judgment painting. They are anticipating the advent of war, natural disasters, or a pandemic. When the paradigm shifts, there's a chance for their lives to change fundamentally. Though that does seem to be an opportunistic view of the Great Reset. Would they really get to change their lives? They do seem to believe so. I'm looking forward to the day when all the fools will have everything exposed and judged. Huh? Now, I should brief you on the new request. There is a mystery-themed tour whose participants are said to go missing. So the katakana says occult and dark. We have been asked to find out the identity of the tour's organizer and their goal. So, the client is anonymous. Sounds as fishy as it could get. An important point of note. If they realize who we are and why we're there, they may cancel the tour outright. Does this mean that we'll be participating in the tour incognito? You may hear angels sounding their trumpets. But please, do be careful. So, this Ueno Occult and Dark Mystery Tour? Mysterious tour, unknown organizer, people going missing. Is this for real? And I heard it's invite only, right? Means we'll be there instead of the client. They okay handing us the ticket or whatevs? Should I wear a mask or something? How'd that even help? This ain't a hardcore deep cover gig. No probs unless they realize we were given the tour tickets. So don't you go introducing yourself as a center rep, okay? I'll try not to. Anyway, on the menu today, find out the identity of the tour's organizer and their goal, eh? When did Jasmine become Canadian? With the risk of having the tour itself called off if the organizer realizes who we are. So I should wear a mask then. We're regular normies. No one's even gonna notice anything we do. That's that. Mind checking socials about the tour itself for starters? Yes. Alright, let's go surf the web. If we're going undercover, better read up a bit about the tour, yeah? Can't find any info on the tour outside socials. Need to check for rumors around this obscure Ueno occult and dark tour. And find out who might be going in on it. Indeed. Okay. The popular secret tour, Occult and Dark, is officially here. Dates and locations are being sent by DM to the few lucky select participants. I should probably look up Occult and Dark. You might get some hits from old posts. Seems like there are a ton of rumors, though. You might be able to narrow things down with some keywords from people who went before. Okay, let's see. The tour will cover the Shinobazu Pond anomaly, the truth about the unsolved case in Ueno Park, and the secret underground facility in Ueno and barrier that protects Tokyo. Do not, under any circumstances, tell anyone what you see on this tour. Wild rumors, huh? Getting a reaction for the world's words wild rumors. Doesn't wild rumors sound a bit like wild tubers you can forage or something? What? Okay, whoops. Maybe I'll find other tour participants with this keyword. Totally, get on that. So we got some results from people who were selected. Kaiba Ichiran at Card Enthusiast. Wonder if it's supposed to be a reference to Seto Kaiba. Those who've been on the tour seem to be pretty happy with it. And I guess people aren't actually going missing. So some people are saying it was like a dream. What's with this tour? Another participant. Do you know this person, Jasmine? It's Yamada Gas Mask, pretty famous as a web journo. Oh, the letters aren't floating up here. Maybe it's not that important. Have you heard the wild rumor that there's a mysterious being on this timeline on the same level as Ueno Occult and Dark? I keep forgetting the name, though. What is that? Who is Natasha Singh? Oh, I think I've heard that name in some urban myth. No way! 700,000? Impressive. Ultimate hacking tool? That sounds totally different. No one said all rumors are true. Whoa, it's true. You can make a living with social media these days. That's amazing. It must have tens of thousands of followers now. Is my account following someone without me knowing? Is Natasha in there? What? It's like you have to actually look at the Natasha account for it to happen. Huh? So it's not an account hack. There really are all kinds of accounts. If you put doctor or lawyer in the account name, people fall for it even more easily. A mysterious being? Oh, what's that? Okay. Okay, so we got Occult and Dark selected. True, it's hard to say if it actually happens, but people do get invite DMs. Going missing? Meeting misfortune? Really? People going missing. If so, the police would normally be involved. An invite DM comes even if you never signed up. Really now? And people just go with it and join? Going on the tour and never coming back? People go missing? That's hard to believe. Qualify? I wonder how many people sign up in the first place. You think they'll get a DM if they ask like that? Never hurts to try. Congestion causes rips in the space-time continuum? That's a thing? I wonder who said that. An occult researcher. I know the story of Saigo-san's statue. He flips the pages of the book he's holding. No, that's actually Kinjiro Ninomiya. A secret base? Something like that exists? They're watching way too many action movies. Wow, an invite-only event. Sounds pretty mysterious. All that mystery is what gets people intrigued. The invite-only All that mystery is what gets people intrigued. The invite-only part draws them in even more. Alright, so we got the social media research down. Got what you need? The tour was better known than I thought. And more people have been on it than I expected. Basically, people are talking about it as if it's a rumor or something. Maybe it's like a hobby for the organizer. A tour focusing on mystery spots in the Ueno area, fully invite only. And it's said that some participants have gone missing? Yep, that's the point of this request. Isn't this case pretty dangerous then? For now, we sneak in as normies and hide who we are from the organizer and participants. Head to the meeting point, blend in with the group, gather clues, ninja style, okay? Ready as I'll ever be. Shinobazu Pond. Oh, swan boats. I think it's that group there. Excuse me, is this the meeting point? No, I don't think so. We're looking for the Ueno Occult and Dark Mystery Tour. We read that we'd be gathering here. You are registered? Kindly show me your invitation, DMs. Yes. Thank you. Kindly wait here for a few more. I'm sorry for being rude. I didn't think anyone would be taking part in pairs. But I'm glad we have more girls joining us. Huh? You're together? Is that even legit? First time I hear that +1s were valid. That being said, I wouldn't have any friends willing to accompany me here. Now that all our participants are here, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a journey of mystery and deep insight. Thank you everyone for your patience. Introducing myself. I will be your humble guide and butler during this tour. We have handouts for you about today's tour. Thank you. for us too? Strange. We are short one of them. Great start. Or what? Maybe someone snuck their way in? Everyone's invitation DMs were correct, so that wouldn't be the case. My sincere apologies. Please share the handouts among yourselves. Oh, okay. Now, if everyone could open the envelopes I handed you. You'll find this tour's concept detailed inside. The first location is right here, Shinobazu Pond. Hey, what the hell? Is something wrong? Well, there's this creepy paper in mine, yeah? Huh? This part of the fun or what? Actually, yes. Good guess, Suri. Congratulations. That card comes with a special bonus prize. We'll be sending you something at a later date. Huh? Oh, yeah? Heard this tour had some people going poof in the past. You sure it's safe to even be here? Yes, exactly, Mr. Guide. That is wholly incorrect. Just rumors, I tell you. No doubt a result of the deep mystery surrounding this tour. So, back to the tour. Shinobazu Pond is our first mystery spot. Our mystery tour activities begin here. Mystery tour activities? A 4-digit number is hidden here at Shinobazu Pond that is related to the next spot. Please work together to try and find it. Let the mystery begin! I am a bit worried about our guide. Wow, we're in, just like that. Just talk normally, we don't want to stand out. Oh yeah, about the envelope we didn't get. Gas mask? Let me take a pic if you ever need to check on anything. I don't really get the people going missing vibe from this. Excuse me. It's just a regular tour so far. Oh yeah, gotta agree. The tour's handouts don't say much either. We should all still be careful though. Swan boats are actually pretty scary. They rock around quite a lot. But I'm a grown-up now, so it should be fine. I wonder if Jasmine would ride one with me. This boat is really dirty. The seats and pedals are all rusty and falling apart. It might be older than the others. I don't see any 4-digit numbers. There's the number 3 on the back of the boat, but this isn't it, is it? I'll note it down just in case. Everything going well, I presume? I'm not fully up to speed with this tour, to be honest. This tour is indeed full of mysteries. A tour of the Ueno area's mystery spots by invitation only. The game-based activities are part of the draw, no doubt. But the biggest point of note is that no one here, including myself, knows full details of the tour's planned course. You mean even you don't know what we'll be doing next? So we're supposed to look for a 4-digit number related to the next location? Yes, precisely. Once you find it and inform me this location is done, I will then guide you to the next mystery spot. So it's like a game. Indeed, indeed. But you don't actually know the entire route? Indeed not. Who is organizing this tour? It's not you, is it? Oh, of course not. I'm just a humble hired guide. I've never actually met the organizer. Isn't it a fascinating tour? About the tour's handouts we didn't get? Oh yes, my sincere apologies about that. I merely brought along the materials I'd received, so it's unlikely I'd forget just one of the envelopes. Hello, I'm Azami Fukurai. Oh, hey, Yamada here. I work as a writer. You're Yamada Gas Mask, right? I heard you're a famous web journalist. Let me take off this mask so it's easier to talk. Phew. Also, just Yamada is fine without the gas mask. What made you sign on to this tour? Not much to explain, really. I got a DM invitation. I showed up. And I guess since this tour draws a lot of interest, I thought I could write about it. You'll be reporting on the tour? Pretty much. Just go ahead and do my journalist thing. About the other participants. Never met any of them, don't know them. Have you found the 4-digit number? Of course. It was so easy, I'm kinda disappointed. Found it right after the search started. They have swan boats. I remember riding these when I was little. Who was I with when I did? Numbers. There's the number 8 on the back of the boat, but this can't be it. It's not 4 digits anyway. There's some graffiti in the corner with some numbers. 5S Kinoko was here. People who graffiti their names like this must be pretty proud of themselves. Hello, I'm Azami Fukurai. Fujiwara. Nice to meet you, Fujiwara-san. As in the historical Fujiwara family, including Fuhito Fujiwara. Furito? What made you sign on to this tour? Well, you could say I have a special interest in the occult. And I did receive a DM invitation. Joining was the only option. About the other participants. I'm really not interested. But that Yamada Gas Mask seems famous online. To be clear, I don't know him personally, just know of him online. Have you figured out where the 4-digit number is? Oh, pardon me. I got distracted thinking about something else. I have a lot on my mind, so I'm leaving that to the others. Hello again. I'm Azami Fukurai. Oh, hello, Azami-chan. I'm, Kimura. Glad to meet you. Why did you join this tour? I'm actually something of a horror story fan, especially the kaidans. Also, a man's face showed up in a photo I took here before. Hey! Who is this person? This pond has a rumor about a man's ghost who is hunched over and mumbles something. There's this rumor that people who see his face get pulled into the pond. So it might be that ghost in the photo. Scary, huh? That's some rumor. I felt I might learn something about the ghost if I joined this tour. But I was really happy as I didn't think I'd actually get an invite. A ghost? I've had my yearly dosage of ghost encounters. Have you figured out where the 4-digit number is? I'm really not good at this kind of thing, so haven't found a clue. I guess I'm waiting for someone else. Shinobazu Pond. Oh, so the lotus flowers bloom at certain times of the year. 4 digits. 4 digits. Don't see them anywhere. Huh? What's this? There's a rope tied to one of the sign's posts. There's nothing on the other end of the rope. Another swan boat. This boat seems off somehow. I wonder why. Oh, this one doesn't have a rope. Maybe it came off? Won't the boat float away like this? I don't see any park keepers around. I should call park services once we're done here. There's the number 13 on the back of the boat, but no 4-digit numbers anywhere. Maybe it's somewhere else. I should note this down too. Hello, I'm Azami Fukurai. Eh? Oh yeah? Well, me? I'm Masuda. What made you sign on to this tour? Well, yeah, I'm not really that interested in all this. But this tour's pretty popular, yeah? I had like zero interest in this occult stuff, but I did get that invitation message. So figured why the hell not? Why waste it? Like I said, that rumor about people going sayonara, wonder what's actually going on. Oh yes, of course. That gas mask kid, he's raking in the dough with name and shame articles, yeah? Kid's probably up to date on stuff like that, no? About the other participants. Didn't expect much from an occult tour, but what a bunch of losers. Was hoping we might get some celebs, but only one who shows is Yamada Gas Mask. Have you figured out where the 4-digit number is? You really doing that quiz thing then? Sheesh. No, no offense. Nope. Just hurry up and solve it for us, yeah? Well, let's see. I should note down things about Matsuda-san, too. Matsuda-san's tour materials had a strange drawing on it. He joined this tour, but his interest in the occult is... Yep, he seemed totally disinterested. But if so, why did he decide to show up? Let's take notes about Kimura-san, too. Kimura-san is the only other woman in the group besides Jasmine and me. She loves kaidans, Japanese ghost stories, and took a photo related to one. What was in the photo? Yes, they say you get pulled into the pond if you see the ghost's face. I saw the ghost's trace, but that should be okay. Oh, really? I should note down about Fujiwara-san, too. He talks in a somewhat unique way. He said he loves... He mentioned the historical Fujiwara family, so probably loves history? No, wait, there was something else he clearly mentioned enjoying. I need to think back again. Yes, he really seems to love the occult. A trusty companion for the tour. We should ask him for advice when we can. I need notes on Mr. Gas Mask, too. Mr. Yamada Gas Mask, who showed up wearing his namesake. Seems he's actually famous, but what was his job again? He's super famous. Wonder why I don't know him. Better not offend him, or he might get us with his writing. I should add some notes on our guide. The guide is leading us through the tour, while adding to the fun. However, when it comes to the tour's plan, he has no idea about the details since he's just a hired guide. If participants have gone missing before, what if something happens this time too? Alright, so glasses time. What's with this shadow? It looks like a person, but it gives me the creeps. What are they doing? Writing something somewhere high up? Maybe this is a trace of an organizer writing the 4-digit number somewhere. But there's nothing near their hand. How could that be? Is this shadow a man? He's hunched over and kinda creepy. Could he be the man that showed up in Kimura-san's photo? The one walking around hunched over? I don't know if he's a ghost, but he's scary either way. Oh, does the pond swallow up people who see the ghost's face? Seeing the trace doesn't count, right? As it's not the ghost himself? Okay, so that is pretty much it. Let's stop and think for a bit. We've been told to look for a 4-digit number, but where could it be? I searched around likely areas, but couldn't find anything. What should I do? Would they leave me behind unless I find it? You seem distressed, Mrs. Ami. Even if you've searched a location, there's a possibility your searches were insufficient. Hypothesizing on where you should be searching might help you revisit such possibilities. Makes sense. The traces I saw and the numerous swan boats in the pond. What were we missing here? Maybe it's written on the head of the swan boat number 13. Yes, that must be it. That swan boat used to be near that shadow. The organizer wrote the numbers on it. Then the boat floated over to where it is now. I should go recheck swan boat number 13. Number 13, of course. If I'm guessing correctly, the number should be on this boat's head. Aha, there it is. 0921. That's 4 digits. This must be it. I should go tell our guide now. The mystery for the spot is to find a hidden 4-digit number. I heard that some people went missing during this tour. That couldn't be an unfounded accusation. The organizer made that much clear. The 4-digit number is 0921, right? Well done. That's the number. As for what that number means, we will know at the next location. I believe, maybe, perhaps. We need to wait until the time limit for everyone else's answers. So kindly bear with us for a while longer. Right, so we solved the tour's quiz. Jasmine, am I incognito enough? Stop whispering! Have you heard the rumor that people on this tour went missing? About that, I don't think amateur snooping is going to dig up much. Do you think people actually went missing? Honestly, don't know. Since we don't know who exactly they're inviting. Oh, right. I was able to interview a former participant, though. What did you hear from that participant? Yeah, well, their story wasn't quite believable. They mentioned wandering into a different time or that it felt like another world. Seems they experienced something quite out of the ordinary. How could that be? Anyway, gotta see whether they were telling the truth or not. Fujiwara-san, mind if we talk for a bit? No, I'll let you know whenever I do mind. Kimura-san, could we chat for a bit? Sure, what's up? I saw him! The man's ghost! Huh? What? Oh, I mean the man's ghost that you mentioned, who walks around the pond hunched over. What? You saw him? Well, kind of saw, but not quite. But you believed me. Thank you, Azami-chan. This means a lot. I don't see any 4-digit numbers anywhere. The shadow looked like it was writing something on the sign, but maybe not. Matsuda-san, can I ask you something?
Huh? Yeah, sure.
I asked Mr. Gasmask about the missing participants.
Uh-huh. So, did they go missing, yeah? So they did go missing, yeah?
He doesn't know for certain whether anyone really went missing. But he said participants mentioned wandering into some strange place.
So, isn't that the problem? Wandering into strange places? Who's even risk managing this tour?
About previous tours, I heard that participants found themselves in otherworldly locations. Have you seen those places yourself?
No, I haven't. This is my first time guiding this tour. So I don't know about previous installments.
Oh, I see.
I did read in the organizer's email what to do if we do end up somewhere strange. I'm told to let you know once you've found the 4-digit number, so good luck finding it. Excuse me.
Oh, really? I'll keep trying then. I already finished it. Now that we found the number, please tell us what to do if we find ourselves somewhere strange.
I did promise you that. Without further ado, go back the way you came without deviating. That is all.
Huh? Isn't that kind of obvious?
Oh, well, that's the only thing I've been told, so...
That's that then, I guess. Making a mental note just in case. Jasmine, I think we've gathered what we can here. Oh yeah, director's gonna call them. Let's step away from everyone just for a bit.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Guide? We're waiting for an urgent call. Mind giving us a minute? Of course. Please, let me know when you're ready. Okay, should be good.
It's ringing.
How is it going?
Director-san.
Nice work on joining the tour. Let's get this identification done quickly.
Yes, let's get it done quick.
That said, perhaps it's a bit too early this time?
Seriously? It's not like anything has happened, unlike the previous cases. Is there even an urban myth that fits this?
Not all urban myths leave ample clues or traces. Narrowing down the anomaly from a hazy silhouette, you could say that's the essence of our investigations.
I guess.
Now, on to the identification. First of all, what's at the center of this investigation? A mysterious tour. It happens only irregularly, is invite only, and the organizer is unknown. Almost a mystery novel of its own. So, Mrs. Ami, this tour has been held previously. What was the anomalous rumor said to have happened before?
The rumors say participants are going missing during the tour. Great!
Precisely. Though the rumors have neither been denied or confirmed. There are rumors that participants go missing while on this tour. Moving on. Previous participants on the tour who made it back seem to have left intriguing comments. So, Mrs. Ami, what was it that those participants saw during the tour?
They said they saw someplace out of this world.
Excellent. Yes, indeed. They wandered into some place out of this world and made it back. My final question. It is said that, should you wander into some place out of this world, There is one thing you can do to escape. So, Mrs. Ami, what was this method? An approach that would allow you to make it back here.
To go back the way you came. That's what our guide was told by the organizer.
Brilliant. There are many ways to escape should you wander into some place out of this world. Yet for this case, to avoid going missing, you'll want to go back the way you came. The urban myth that matches the circumstances would be
Identification. Netherworld. The Netherworld?
the underworld, the Fey world, places other than this world, or other dimensions, worlds in past or future timelines. A collective notion for such anomalous spaces.
The Netherworld sounds scary, but can it even be called an urban myth?
Rumors of an otherworldly place, and talk of getting caught in it and going missing. Those would constitute a full-fledged urban myth.
I see, I think.
Decisive for this identification was the advice to go back the way you came should you find yourself there. Though that might seem obvious. For the netherworld known as an urban myth, going back the way you came has special meaning, as well as being the only viable method of escape. This seemingly obvious way out. The organizer mentioning it clearly means that this tour involves the netherworld. It makes sense to suppose so.
Great!
This investigation's goal is to assess a full picture of the tour, and to determine the organizer's goal. If anything happens, go back the way you came. Please keep that in mind as you continue your investigation.
Yes, I will. Netherworld, eh? Be careful? Cool, but how exactly? I'll try to be careful too. Yeah, cool. How?
Everyone, we'll be moving on to the next location. It should be a 10-minute walk or so, but should you get lost? This tour being what it is, we might find ourselves going back the way we came. Please make sure to follow me there. Back the way we came for the clown to wander off from the group? Don't even think about slowing us down. Well, off we go then. Yes. Esteemed participants, this is the second location for our Ueno Occult and Dark Mystery Tour. Think I know this place. Checking my notes. Yes, your attention please. 7 years ago, this spot was the stage for a murder case. Flowers? And a photo of the victim?
The person in the frame. He's the ghost in my photo. Huh?
Huh? Photo? What? Ahem. May I continue? We'll be taking a short break and seeing the sights here. And we'll also have a simple quiz related to the incident. A quiz? Happy quizzing here on this murder scene. It was unsolved, yeah? Thought that a cold egghead were whoever did it or something. Nonsense! Everybody knows Dr. Kizaragi was innocent.
Fujiwara-san?
That was a false charge, no question about it.
Why the sudden outburst? Huh?
Kisaragi rings a bell. Where did I hear that name again? So he was a ghost after all. The plot thickens. For now, let's take a short break. After that, we'll start with an overview of the premises. Weird vibes. I agree. Why are they acting like this? Also, we haven't seen anything Netherworld-like so far. Guess we're not at the entrance yet, dunno. I think we're fine though. We're here to scope out this tour and what the organizer's up to. You're right. If nothing happens, then nothing scary comes for us. Main concern now is the others acting all strange. About the murder that happened here 7 years ago, was it? They were all acting kind of awkward after hearing that. Let's look around on socials during this break. Great idea. Alright, so it looks like we are investigating a 7-year-old murder. Ueno makes me think of the Ueno Tenshu incident. Is that what they mean by the murder from 7 years ago? What was the incident about? Wait, you don't know? Raised as a princess under a rock or what? Maybe? You get credit for jumping into a mystery tour with 0 prior knowledge. The Ueno Tenshu incident is a famous one. Should be able to dig up posts from back then too. It should still be an active topic since the alleged culprit was pretty famous. That incident had a massive impact on society back then. Posts from that time should give you an idea of what it was like. Didn't think the incident would be that famous. Why haven't I heard about it? Should I try to read the news a bit more? An article from 7 years ago. Is this the famous incident they're talking about? Yep, it's a murder case from quite a while ago. Happened at this park. Tenshu, another article from back then. The Ueno Tenshu incident is pretty infamous. You really don't know about it? Wait, the person in this picture. I feel like I've seen them somewhere before. Looks like the Ueno Tenshu incident caught a lot of attention. I might be the only one who's never heard of it. You should search it up then. By the way, what exactly does Tenshu mean? Some kind of punishment done in the name of the gods. Kisaragi. I know I've heard that name somewhere. From some book at the center, maybe? Tsutomu Kisaragi is kind of famous in our circle for his book, Occult Great Reset. That's it, he wrote that book. Even if you wouldn't say the book is niche, it isn't for the masses either. Tsutomu Kisaragi was a uni professor. At the same time, he was working as an occult researcher. A uni professor and occult researcher? That's amazing. And he's the culprit of the Ueno Tenshu incident? Getting a reaction. I'll look up Tsutomu Kisaragi. Let's see what kind of posts come up. Why would Tsutomu Kisaragi do such a thing? If you look into it, you should be able to find out. Suicide? Kisaragi committed suicide because of this. The suicide of an assistant professor. The internet blew up with comments. Like I thought, another keyword here. Better look into that.
choosing suicide before people found out? Either way, nothing to do with the occult. Kisaragi's book was all about dispelling occult stereotypes like that. In these cases, people just say whatever biased things they want. Oh, false accusations? Take a closer look. That article is 7 years old. Posting a totally different story, that was their way to get clicks while the topic was hot. Zero credibility. Oh, you're right. Now I see that it's just a repost. This was before it turned into a criminal case, right? Most of these posts are about how to punish Dr. Kisaragi. Things got really out of hand. It's getting hard to read these. It's not going to be any different from here on. You can stop there. Learn what it's like. Some people are just so far gone, seriously. Most of them just post, but would never actually do something. Oh, this person is reposting older threads. Huh, Zami, things get a bit dark from here. Kisaragi really got a lot of hate back then. If you want to keep looking, brace yourself. Huh? Unsolved? I thought Dr. Kisaragi was the culprit. The Ueno no Tenshu incident hasn't actually been solved? A total mystery, right? That's what makes it an urban myth. The case wouldn't turn unsolvable just because the culprit committed suicide. It's just another piece of the puzzle that keeps the incident relevant. Caught up on the Ueno Tenshu incident? Tsutomu Kisaragi committed suicide, and some people think it was a false accusation. The case itself is still unsolved, and most of the posts were just unbelievable. Yeah, the info going around on social media was total chaos. The things they're saying about him. Even if Dr. Kisaragi were guilty, do they really have to go that far? This kind of mess would flood your timeline each day. I've seen even worse, too. So much going on, I feel overwhelmed. So the Ueno Tenshu incident was really well known. Yeah, made a lot of news for sure. And Tsutomu Kisaragi got piled on like crazy. Not surprised he gave up. Also, about Kengo Nomura, was it the victim? Yep, killed near the pond in Ueno. Another thing. The ghost in Kimura-chan's photo could be him, right? Oh yes, I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Kengo Nomura's ghost from Kimura-san's photo. Huh? Just a thought. Could Nomura-san actually still be alive too? Nah, no way it's that again. Once in a lifetime is enough already. Then maybe an alternate Nomura-san from the Netherworld? Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, let's get back to the tour. We're back! Sorry, did we keep you waiting? No problem. We're all here now, so... Introducing the second mystery spot on this Ueno Occult and Dark Tour. This here is the scene for the Ueno Tenshu incident. Ta-da! So here we are. This is the scene of what's known as the Ueno Tenshu incident, 7 years ago on September 21st. Do you remember the 21st night of September? September 21st? That's what the 01921 number meant.
The victim, Kengo Nomura, is said to have been attacked here by the culprit. Yet numerous mysteries remain unsolved, including the murderer's identity and motive, and the Tenchu message. Rumors say Kengo Nomura's ghost appears in front of anyone trying to solve the case, and takes them away to some place unknown, or so I heard. Maybe not. Someplace unknown?
Could that be the Netherworld?
Now, here is the next puzzle we'd like everyone to solve. The Ueno Tenchu incident was named after a piece of paper with the word Tenchu written on it. Where was that paper actually found? The organizer has hidden an envelope somewhere within this area, and solving the puzzle will lead you to it. Our next destination will be in the envelope, so best of luck in finding it. It should contain information on the Ueno Tenchu incident as well. To tell you the truth, I have not been informed about the rest of our locations or schedule. So please, work together to find it for everyone. Ready or not, the search is on! Hey, the mood in this group keeps getting worse.
I know.
Like they all have thoughts on the Ueno Tenchu incident. Might want to check with them about that too.
Yes!
Jasmine, what's your impression of this tour so far? As a mystery tour, it's been pretty regular so far. It doesn't feel like we're heading to the Netherworld. But I think something's changed after we got here. The participants are one thing, but something about this place also feels off.
I agree. What do you think is going on?
About the investigation. Anyway, prioritize finding the map to the next spot. But also try to get a feel for what's going on with these guys. Maybe ask them if they've heard anything about the Ueno Tenchu incident. You're good at that kind of thing.
I'll try.
Jasmine, any idea how to solve the riddle? We did guess right about the Ueno Tenchu incident, but didn't see any posts talking about the Tenchu paper itself. Gasmask's a journalist, so he might have an idea. White lines on the concrete road are showing what seems to be a human outline. So the Tenchu incident happened here. Did someone draw this for the tour? A photo of Kengo Nomura, victim of the Ueno Tenchu incident. They have flowers too. Would a photo of the victim of a 7-year-old murder still be around? I wonder who put this here. For the tour, perhaps? A statue of a child angel, but with graffiti on it. Jeez. The statue is titled To the Great Beyond. Is his telescope for observing the Great Beyond? Huh? Angel? Why does that ring a bell? This shadow looks like it's touching the photo. Is it setting something up? Might be the tour organizer's shadow. This place sure is creepy. Reminder on the quiz. Where was the Tenchu paper discovered? Best wishes on your search. About the ongoing quiz. Oh, would you like a hint? I would if I could, but to be honest, the organizer only gave me the quiz text itself, so I don't actually know the answer.
let alone the envelope's info on where to go next, or info on the Tenshu incident. What? What are we going to do if nobody knows the answer? Oh, whoops. Oh, not good. Guess it's up to everyone to solve the riddle then. Do you know about the Tenshu incident? I hate to admit, but 7 years ago I was away in Spain studying flamenco dancing. Flamenco? In Spain? I was there for a couple of years hoping to go pro. I chose to move to Morocco for a 3-year stint at a sushi place. Sushi? In Morocco? I got back to Japan 2 years ago, so I have no idea about events prior to that. I see. Mr. Gas Mask, could I talk to you for a bit? Eh, I guess. So, the Tenshu incident hasn't been solved yet? What are your thoughts on it, Mr. Gas Mask? My thoughts, eh? Well, if you mean my personal view. Tsutomu Kizaragi, the occult expert. Some say he's innocent, but personally, I think he's a strong suspect. And why is that? Well, obviously, must be a reason for that much controversy. The victim, Kengo Nomura, was on the staff at the Ueno Ancient History Museum. There's talk that Kizaragi, as an occult researcher, and Nomura were clashing about ancient history matters. Tsutomu Kizaragi and Kengo Nomura were fighting about ancient history? Creepy occult type and academic historian. Oil and water much? Dr. Kizaragi was an occult researcher, but I thought he was a uni professor too, huh? But is that story even true? You might want to ask Matsuda-san. Don't mention I said this, but he works at the Ueno Ancient History Museum. Which means he's a colleague of the victim, that Nomura guy. Huh? Since you're a journalist, perhaps you know something? About what? Back when the incident happened, did you do any research on it? Would you happen to know where the Tenshu paper was found, for example? Yeah, well, the person who first discovered Kengo Nomura lying here. I heard they passed by while jogging. They called an ambulance, and after Nomura was carried off, they noticed the Tenshu paper. They found it after the victim was carried off. But wouldn't you notice a paper like that right away? I should probably check the area first. Fujiwara-san, were you able to solve the puzzle? No, not quite yet. Any progress on solving the puzzle? Well, I do happen to have a certain degree of confidence in my ability to solve riddles and puzzles. I'd say I'm actually quite good at them. But this particular puzzle is outside my area of expertise, so I prefer to leave it to you all. Yes. Do you know anything about the Tenshu incident? To be honest, the Tenshu incident is the worst case of false accusation since the war. It imposed a wholly unwarranted stigma on Dr. Kizaragi's name. Yes, yes. Since the war? That bad. Do you happen to like Tsutomu Kizaragi? Well, it's not really about liking or disliking him. For people like us, Dr. Kizaragi is viewed as a living deity. I can say without any reservation, yes indeed. For those of us with similar interests, that you might call the otaku, that book was a shining light of a gift. Wow. In conclusion, Dr. Kizaragi, author of such a book, the likelihood of him being a criminal would be beyond the realm of possibility. And yet the general public, they lack the social literacy to discern
So as his book also mentioned, a stigma is hard to shed once in place.
Thank you for sharing that.
In brevi, Tsutomu Kizaragi was falsely accused. The fact that this truth is kept from widespread acceptance suggests a conspiracy by some powerful entity. Okay, we got it.
Matsuda-san, may I have a word?
Eh?
About the Tenshu incident.
No idea.
Oh. About the puzzle.
Don't care. Find that envelope so we can move on.
I see. About that strange paper in your envelope earlier.
Ah, yes. Want to see it?
This is just a drawing of a snake.
Huh? Ah, who knows? I guess it is. Anyway, is this really a bonus draw like he said? Do me a favor and check with the guide what he meant by that, would ya?
Okay, sure. He has a point, though. What does that snake even mean? If the organizer put that paper in the envelope, could it be related to the Netherworld? I, heard that you were a colleague of the victim, Nomura-san?
Yeah, I sure was, but this Nomura guy didn't know him too well. And you, playing amateur detective or what? Eh.
Excuse me. No, that's not it.
Then do me a favor and cut the detective crap. Gets on my nerves.
Yes. Kimura-san, could I ask you something? You saw the photo in the frame, right? I knew I'd seen his ghost. Does this mean I'll be taken away? They do look similar. Might just be a coincidence, though. They say if you see the ghost's face, the dead man pulls you into the pond. Our guide just mentioned a similar story, too. I think he made up that story about Nomura-san's ghost just to spice up the tour. Really? Let me go check with our guide just to be sure. Then you won't have to worry. Are you all right? You look kind of pale. That photo I showed you of the man's ghost. Do you think he might be Nomura-san from the Tenshu incident? Huh? She's trembling. Must be really scared of the ghost. If she is, maybe I shouldn't say that I think so. I should compile notes on Nomura-san as well. He's the victim in the Ueno Tenshu incident, which attracted a lot of attention back in. The piece of paper found on the ground near Nomura-san's body, which word was written on it?
Wanchu, lust of the heavens, Tenshu, wrath of the heavens, Baitenshu, gluttony of the heavens. It's pretty good puns.
Yes, Tenshu, divine wrath that strikes down the evil of heart, which the incident itself was named after. But why did the murderer leave this paper behind? Nomura-san didn't seem so evil that he deserved such a fate. Tenshu paper was found lying on the ground, it would have been around here. But I don't see any envelopes lying around. Should I look around with the glasses? This is the only shadow that's acting strangely. If this shadow is the organizer, then this means they hid the envelope somewhere around the photo. A photo.
where was the Tenshu paper discovered? So, were you able to find it?
About the paper Masuda-san found in his envelope.
Huh? Oh, about that. That was kind of, what was that about?
It didn't seem like something you'd prepared for a show or as a surprise.
It would be nice of you to not tell the other participants, but I wasn't told there'd be something like that inside. But I did improvise quite well, yes? I'll just message a report to the organizer. So please, let Masuda-san know that he is indeed the winner. Please?
Okay, so you don't know what that means either. I wonder if the drawing is supposed to mean something. I should ask someone well-versed in occult matters.
Excuse me.
What you told us earlier about the ghost of Kengo Nomura, about the people who encounter him being taken to unknown places?
Oh, yes. It was written in the materials I was told to read at this location. I tried my best to make it sound creepy. Hope you liked it.
Is that story really true?
If the ghost actually exists, you know, I can't really say either way, being just a hired guy.
Oh, I see. Of course. But it's probably better if I tell Kimura-san that the ghost isn't real.
Is something troubling you?
About the paper found in Matsuda-san's envelope, there was this strange snake drawing on it. Do you know what it means?
Could this possibly be the serpent held by the creatine healer priestess? No, that doesn't add up.
Cretin healer, please toss?
Oh, I know. This must be Suijin-sama, a water god.
What? I don't really understand.
In brevi. In other words, the serpent is not a random snake, but an icon related to the Suijin shrine.
The water deity from the Suijin shrine. I see. Thank you for the info. We should check on the other drawing that looks similar to this one. Looking closely at this graffiti, it does look like a water deity drawing, like the one Masuda-san got. Would Fujiwara-san know something? About the monument next to the victim's photo?
Aha! Are you aware of the significance of that trumpet?
Trumpet?
It is said to resurrect the dead when blown. But there's a certain secret theory, too. It's also said to be a sign, calling out for the gates to be opened, yes.
I totally thought it was a telescope. Huh? An angel with a trumpet. The drawing on the monument's pedestal. What do you think it means?
This is just what I infer, but the angel's trumpet opens the gates. Drawn there is Suijin-sama, a water god. The gate that connects here and the beyond, the world we are in and the netherworld, may be here. Could the serpent perhaps be enticing us there?
Could it be?
In brevi. That would mean we are being invited into the netherworld.
The netherworld?
I have nothing conclusive, however.
Excuse me. Kimura-san, are you okay? Our guide mentioned he didn't know if the ghost rumors were true or not. We probably shouldn't tell her that as is, right? Anything wrong, Exami-chan? Well, I asked the guide about the ghost he mentioned. He merely brought up that to spice up the tour. Oh, really? Thank you. I feel a bit better hearing that. Yes, that's what I heard, so you can relax. As long as the ghost doesn't show up or anything. Will you be okay now? Yes, thank you. I thought I could handle the occult and horror, but I think I felt really anxious there for a bit. I hear you. I'm scared of ghosts and monsters myself. I'm glad you're with us on this tour, Asami-chan. I think I'll be okay for the next spot as well. Thanks again. Would you have any idea where the Tenchu paper was found? If it was a piece of paper, you'd think it was on the ground near the scene, right? Not much of a hint, of course. Do you know anything about the Ueno Tenchu incident itself? The Ueno Tenchu incident. Let me think. Those terrible t-shirts, perhaps? T-shirts? Soon after the case attracted attention, t-shirts printed with the Tenchu word went really popular. Don't you remember? It was quite the boom. T-shirts exploiting the incident? I wonder if this is related to the puzzle. Probably not, but still. I should keep this in mind. I wonder if anyone else knows about the t-shirts. Matsuda-san, do you know about the Tenchu t-shirts? Those annoying tees with trash taste? I hear they were based on the incident. Yeah, writing Tenchu on shirts to copy the murder. Some also had mindless words like got me or owned. People loved it. I hate the way they printed those on the backs of the tees too. The word was printed on the backs? Yeah, of course. That's what the case was about. Is something troubling you? The Tenchu paper was pasted on the victim's back. Let's check behind the frame first. Nope, not here. Where could the hidden envelope be? I looked around everywhere suspicious, but I haven't found it. Mrs. Ami, I actually envy you. Due to my power of vision, I am unable to enjoy this event. Your envy isn't really helping, Director. It's a similar deal to the pond from earlier. Try forming a hypothesis to narrow down what you might have missed. The puzzle for this location is... Where was the Tenchu paper for the Ueno Tenchu incident found? According to Mr. Gas Mask, the paper was found after Nomura-san was carried off. If so, where would the envelope be hidden? Maybe it's pasted on the back of the victim's photo. Yes, that must be it. If Nomura-san's photo is supposed to represent him, then maybe the envelope is pasted directly on the back of the photo itself, and not on the photo frame. We should give that photo a proper check. What if we open up the frame and check behind the photo itself? No, nothing here. Why not? I was positive it'd be here. Oh, what's this? Looks like something was pasted here. Maybe the envelope was here at some point. Oh, I see. That shadow wasn't hiding the envelope behind the photo. It was shown taking the envelope. Someone must have figured out the answer before I got here. Who might that be? Mr. Gas Mask, do you know about the Tenchu t-shirts? Yeah, those, sure. T-shirts based on the incident. Pretty popular then. Could the puzzle be related in some way? Could be. Don't know for sure. If you think it's a thing, might want to ask around. You've already taken the envelope, correct? Yeah, Sorry, wasn't keeping it a secret or anything. Professional force of habit. I tend to hold on to info I find. So, you know why the envelope was behind the photo? The paper was on Nomura-san's back, so the hiding place reflects that. Correct? Hey, good guess. You got it. What was in the envelope, by the way? There were 2 envelopes. One was a map to the next location. The other was info on the Tenshu incident. I'll go ahead and hand this to the guide. Esteemed participants, I hope you've all enjoyed this location. A round of applause for Mr. Yamada Gasmask, who was first to find the envelope. Get to the point. What did it say about the Tenshu incident anyway? Oh, of course. Checking right now. Oh? Oh, forgot to tell you. I have the Tenshu incident envelope here on me. Oi, what's the big idea, hey? Seems fair to me. I'm the one who found the envelope before anyone else. It's a scoop. I'm not just gonna give it away. Is the tour okay with this? Well, Mr. Gasmax did find the envelope first. And he did hand me the map to the next location. The only meaning of this current location is that Dr. Kizaragi's false accusations spawned here. So the wise thing to do would be to simply head to the next one. Heh. Then let us take a 10-minute comfort break, then head to the next spot. Our next location is unknown to anyone, one of Ueno's occult secrets. Are you ready to head into the unknown? Kimura has seen Kengo Nomura's ghost, Matsuda was Nomura's colleague, and that snake drawn on the pedestal of the angel statue. We haven't seen anything related to the netherworld so far. Don't let your guard down. No idea what could be coming. Huh? Busy on the phone? I traded numbers with Kimura-san. We're friends now. Jeez, we are on duty, you know? Anyway, let's check on occult spots in Ueno while we can. The request for this case was to find out who the organizer is and what their goal is. Might help us hone in on that if we pre-gather info on the next occult spot. Right, on it. Let's get started. I'll gather info on occult spots in Ueno, and grab my 8 keywords related to netherworlds in Ueno. Netherworld? I wonder what that is. A place that's hard to return from? Netherworld seems like a keyword. Makes sense considering what we're looking for. Wait, 4-way junctions? Crossroads? Aren't they like all over the place? And there are plenty of old ladies at them. A military facility? Think they're making tanks or something down there? I'd be curious as to how they get the tanks back above ground if so. The glasses reacted to underground as well. Looks like underground passages can be considered otherworldly. Look into that. I'd rather look into power spots instead of spirit spots. Should we hit one up on the way home? Demon portal? A barrier? Jasmine, what's the High Priest Tenka? Like a high-ranking monk, I think? That dog was a guardian? Quite the sus urban myth. Prison? There's one in Ikebukuro, didn't you know? Is Ueno that kind of place? I haven't really heard anything, but maybe it just wasn't on my radar. We'll need to look up some place names to get more info.
Looks like Ueno is one of the keywords. Yep, we will need that one. Slenderman suits official, order made suits. Nice. The Royal Underpass somehow makes my mouth water. There's no food court down there. The ground shakes? That would mean something's down there. Huh, isn't it just their imagination? Iron Barrier. I may or may not have heard of that. Yeah, some urban myths are like that. Train tracks forming yin and yang. That's so impressive. That's just a theory. A 5 point about the Iron Barrier? What does that mean? Like a weak point? A ghost at an exit? Which one? What happens if you use the exit when it's there? If it appears when you go through the gate into the station, maybe you'll never leave the station again. The glasses are reacting to stations. Lots of stories out there about lines connecting stations to another world. Research time! Crossroads are also related to other dimensions. Turning at crossroads can get you all kinds of lost. It's easy to forget where you came from. That's not an alternate dimension, just a bad sense of direction. A project on Ueno. So this is where Dr. Kizaragi was researching the Netherworld. Guess he was collecting info like what we're doing now. The pond is a portal to the Netherworld? So if we go in the water, we come out somewhere else? I've played that game. What are you talking about? Oh, that is totally a thing. You try to find a website you were browsing before, but it's totally gone. Yeah, totally. Something that incredible located in a place like that? If it was that easy, so many people would have gone into Netherworlds by now. There are that many versions of it? Has anyone actually made it with that, though? Huh. For talking about an otherworldly station. Kizaragi Station? As in Tsutomu Kizaragi? It's just coincidence. Do you think there really are that many of them? The possibilities are endless. Those who didn't come back? Seems like there are stations that people can come back from. Wow, that's scary. Are there people who want to go? Only those with overactive imaginations. Dr. Kizaragi tried multiple times. Someone had a lot of free time, or I guess it was his job. A spatio-temporal dude? So this time it's not about how to get there, but how to get back out. Never coming back. Scary. It's not a real place you can even get to. So this dark station photo is a fake? We should probably assume that. These otherworldly stations are not just somewhere you randomly decide to vacation to.
underworld energy was the reason. Is that possible? Like a special attack from a manga or something? Dr. Kisaragi popping up again. He's well known in this field. So it was hidden underground. What an idea. Just a theory. They have a point. If the barrier breaks, is Tokyo doomed? Is Japan done for? I'm guessing demons would invade? A facility no one is using that still has motors running? Yeep! You get scared by the most random things. A secret base, that means it's still in use now? I doubt it. Is this not a lie or a rumor? To avoid air attacks, that does make sense if it's a real thing. I see. Makes sense. Some urban myths come from ideas like this. Okay, looks like I went through all of the things, but I need to look for some more. Okay, so we've got Ueno Underground, Ueno Netherworld, Station Netherworld. Okay, so we got Ueno Underground, Ueno Netherworld, Station Netherworld, Station Underground. No results. Spatio-temporal dude. Old lady at the crossroads. Netherworld. Natasha Singh. This is back when the little bird was still chirping. Satoru. Hanako-san from the toilet. Alright, just looking to see if there are any more wiggly words. I'm just gonna look through all of them because I can't figure out which one it is. Let's see. There we go. Why especially Japan? Huh, I wonder. Visit to Yomi, what's that? Some Izanagi guy went to visit his deceased wife in Yomi, but he saw that she had no makeup on and he decided to turn around and go home or something. Even in death, you're supposed to keep up appearances. Well, I want to be free from makeup when I'm dead. That's a story of a man whose rice balls fall into a hole and he follows them in, right? And then he finds the Mouse Kingdom. Wait. Is this like that theme park with something else underground? You're mixing things up. That is a common theme. Otherworlds and the underground, there may be some connection. Hollow Earth theory? Agartha? What do these even mean? No idea. These interdimensional terms can be way too complex. I guess we should watch out when underground. So people working on water pipes are all netherworld explorers? Alright, we managed to make it. There really are a lot of stories about the netherworld. I'm starting to feel like there are portals everywhere. I'm still not sure what exactly the netherworld is. All we're turning up are vague stories of the netherworld supposedly being there. There wasn't anything convincing about what happens if you do find yourself there. There was talk about a place out of this world from earlier, but not much for witnesses. If you do get to the netherworld, you'd just be stranded there, right? I hope that's not where we're headed now. I doubt we'd go on another world safari. The organizer wouldn't want that liability. But how about the rumors of people going missing from this tour? And this here is our next location. And we are going to visit that next location next time, because my voice is getting tired and it's almost 10. So let's take a look at who is streaming and we will give them a raid. Let's see. Alright, let us... we are going to raid Fringe type. They are playing Bloodstained. Alright everybody, thank you very much for joining me. We will next be streaming on Tuesday night and we will be continuing our Magical Mystery Tour. So until then, this has been Jewelry Jelly with Catherine and George Washing Machine. And until we meet again, may all of your tea times be perfect. Good night.